Hello, I'm Krista. This is Growing Older and Wiser. I've had some somewhat heavy thoughts of late that I'll share with you, and then we'll kind of morph them into not being quite so heavy. But over the last year or so, I've had a number of fellow spiritual travelers who have passed on to the other side, and every now and then I think about them and make contact with them and so on. And recently I realized I'm thinking of three people especially. And one of the three I knew, she told me she was in the process of dying, but she didn't know when, and so on and so forth. The other two, I knew they had issues, but I had no idea they were as far along as they were. So after they've been gone, and of late I've been thinking, something I really, really wish I had done? I wish that I had said to each of them, you've walked your spiritual path your whole life. Now you're older, all three of them were older, and it looks like you're going to be leaving the planet in, the relatively near future. Are there maybe three things that you could share with me or with younger people, things that you've learned in this life that you think would help other people? Because all three of them were teachers in their own right, so on and so forth. But what are three things that you would share that you would feel you would want to pass on, especially to younger people, about how they could view life or how they could live life? Well, I didn't do that. Darn. Anyway. So what I would like to do today, I've given it some thought, and I thought, okay, what if I was on my deathbed? Are there three things that I would want to share with other people, especially younger people? And I keep saying that just because it can be any age, of course. But younger people still supposedly have a lot more time left in front of them. And maybe some of the things I've learned, some of the things you've learned, we could share with them now if they were open and wanted to hear it, that would help them, and they wouldn't necessarily have to go through maybe some of the struggles and things we did if they wanted to learn those things now. So I'm going to share my three things as of this point in time, which is mid-December 2024. Could be different in 6 months, but as of right now, here's what I would like to share. And I'm going to ask you, those of you who are willing to participate, to use the comment section here and share 1 to 3 things that if you were on your deathbed, 1 to 3 things that you would want to share with us and other people, things you've learned about life that you would like to pass on. So here are my 3 things. And of course there's many, many more, but it's my deathbed, right? I don't want to waste all my time. So the very first thing that I would say to people is be yourself. There's the old thing of, everybody else is taken, so who else can you be? But I think life has a way, other people have a way of putting pressure on us to live up to other people's standards, be who they want us to be, especially parents and grandparents. So I think it's important to step back and say, well, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And be that person. And with that goes learning to like that person, like who I am, like who you are. I'm not going to say love yourself, because sometimes if people have a really abusive background, that's a bridge too far, as they say. But learn to like yourself. So the number one thing that I would say, be yourself, like yourself. The second thing is to accept life on its own terms. One of the things most of us try to do from when we're young to now, for me, is we keep wanting life to change to be what we want it to be. Well, life is much bigger than we are. We're just a tiny little blip on the screen. That's all we are. We come, we go, that's it. So if we can learn to accept life on its own terms, see what life wants to present to us, and then do our strategizing. How am I going to respond? What do I want to do with that information? I made a note here. It's also known as allowing life, allowing other people to be who they are. No, you don't become a doormat. Don't go there. Simply quit trying to change everybody. Quit trying to change life. See life as a mystery and let yourself be entertained by life. See life as the mystery it really is. Quit thinking you have all the answers. And let yourself be entertained by what's going on. Don't buy into all the drama of life. Let yourself be entertained. And the third thing I would say is to have fun. Life is a journey. It's not a destination. And you can enjoy yourself along the way. And I'm serious about the word have fun. Because so often, especially those of us who are on a more serious path, we forget to have fun. I have this shirt. It says such fun. I don't know if you can see the word such there. Such fun. It's from England. And this woman, Miranda, has a comedy show on, I think through Netflix or Apple TV, I'm not sure which. Anyway, and her mother is in the show, and her TV mother, and she would always come into different situations and said, such fun, such fun. So we got these Christmas sweaters that say such fun. And that's what I want to say as my third thing. It would be have fun every single solitary day, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how miserable you maybe think you are. Have some fun. And be aware beforehand in your life in general. What is fun to you? What brings you joy? Do at least one thing every day that brings you joy and that lets you have fun. You do that and it will change the entire feeling tone of your life. Those are my 3 things that I would share from my deathbed as of the middle of December 2024. I invite you now to spend a little bit of time thinking if you wish, and please share your 3 things in the comment section, or 1 or none. Do whatever you please. Okay, I hope that you can have fun this week. Have a good time. I know there's a lot of really interesting and negative stuff going on the planet right now, but you know what? You don't have to buy into it. You can watch it, you can see it, and you can witness it without letting it steal your life from you. Next time.